Let's do a chemical reaction today that is so pretty. I have done it so many times, but every time I see it, it fascinates me how beautiful it can look and how simple it is to do it. But unfortunately, it does need some chemicals to do this. It's not something that can be done at home, but I know I just want to show it for the beauty of it. For this, what we need is a chemical called luminol. So, those of you who read Harry Potter and all, you know what does lumin mean? Lumin actually refers to light. Luminol is something that gives light. It literally gives light, which is glow in the dark. But in order to do this, we need some chemicals. One of them we need is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is because luminol works only in basic medium. So we need to make the solution into a basic pH. Then we also need some hydrogen peroxide, and we need a catalyst for this reaction. That's anything that contains iron. So I have iron ferricyanide, but any compound that contains iron will do. So let me do this reaction, and then I'll explain as I'm going by. So first I need to make a basic solution. So I am going to add some sodium hydroxide to this. So once that is ready, this would be a little basic on the side, so better not touch it. And then it's also not a good idea to throw it away in the garbage after once we finish it. So need to neutralize it by adding maybe a bit of vinegar or any of the milder acids like lemon juice and things like that, and check the pH before we can throw it away. So there I have the solution, and to this I'm going to add some luminol powder. Luminol is just a kind of like a yellowish powder, as you can see. So let me just add a tiny amount of luminol to that. All right, and I'll just mix it. Okay, now the chemistry behind this experiment is when we add, so once the luminol is dissolved in a basic medium solution, if we add a tiny bit of hydrogen peroxide to that, hydrogen peroxide excites the electrons in luminol. They get excited and go to higher level, and then when they fall back, they give a beautiful bluish glow. So let's see how it looks like. So let me add a few drops of hydrogen peroxide, but I'm sure there is no glow that is showing up right now because this reaction is a slow reaction. It takes time. In order to speed up the reaction, we need to add what's called a catalyst. Catalyst can be anything for a specific reaction. For this reaction, anything that contains iron is a very good catalyst. So I have some iron ferricyanide. So before I do that, I want to show the color of this compound. Look at the pretty color. What a bright orangish color compound that is. Most of the colored compounds in nature are those that are formed by the D block elements. Iron makes many colored compounds. The soil anywhere in the world that you see colored soil, brown soil, red soil, black soil, that's all because of the iron compounds present in there. Once we add that, hopefully the solution will start to glow. But in order to see that, we need to switch off the lights. You see how pretty that is? This is what is called chemiluminescence. It's a chemical reaction that is causing this luminescence. But I'm sure some of you may have seen this color in the ocean. Some marine organisms also do this one. They produce which is called bioluminescence. They produce the same kind of light using their own biological energies. So unfortunately, this does not last long. As you can see, it's already disappearing. The reason we had to turn off the lights is if I had the light on, can see it just looks like a yellowish liquid. You can't even see any color at all. So this looks fun, but is there any practical application for that? Yes, this is actually used in crime detection. Do you see our blood contains iron? So anytime if there was blood in a crime scene, but it was kind of cleaned off and very hard to find in a chemical reaction, so people actually take the crime detection people take actually luminol solution and spray in the areas where the suspect there may be blood. When this solution comes in contact with blood, those areas will start to glow, so that way they can establish whether there was blood or not.